All right, we got a video here, and I'm going to take a gander at it. It's about the topic of no-fault divorce, and let's just get into it, shall we?
That's why they want you pregnant. That's why they're walking back all of this. Roe v. Wade, contraception, IVF, also no-fault divorce. I mean, that's one that trips me up the most. The no-fault divorce. How is the government going to tell you whether or not you can and can't divorce somebody? Who the fuck are you? Last episode, we talked about women taking our power back, but we also as citizens, period, need to take our goddamn power back. How dare government officials think they can tell people, you mean to tell me I gotta go talk to a judge and ask a judge whether or not I can break up with somebody? When you really think about these things, it really speaks to the fact that we are under a crazy control system. That in 2024, we're even talking about walking back no-fault divorce. The fact that we even had to create no-fault divorce in the first place. Why can't you just quit a marriage when you're tired of it? We know why.
Wow. That's crazy work right there. And if you listen to what she said, especially at the end, guys, she said all she needed to say, to be honest with you. I mean, people nowadays in today's society, they don't look at marriage like it used to be. Okay, now people see marriage as just a fad or a changing of the guard. Nobody takes it seriously. Now, I'm not going to say everyone, but I am going to say it seems like the majority of people look at marriage completely different than it used to be. Okay, it used to be really important. It used to mean something. And it just seems like, man, that's been dead for years. Okay, now it's, oh, I'll marry this person, and the second they piss me off, I'm going to file for divorce. Just like a breakup. It really means nothing any different than a standard breakup. Okay, that's really what it boils down to for the most part. And women get the advantage in the end. So they get with a guy, everything's good. But when they get tired, and if you look at the stats, guys, women are the ones who file for divorce. When they go file for divorce, they're like, oh, I don't like this guy anymore. I don't love this person anymore. And on top of that, I'll cash out as well. Go ahead and cash me out too on top of that. So it's very beneficiary for them, okay, to get a divorce anyway. When they get tired of you, when they don't want to fight anymore or try to make anything work, they can take the easy way out and get paid for it. It's almost like a prize at the end of the tunnel, right? You get with somebody, it doesn't work out. Let's get a divorce. And for that, you also get a prize. What did she win today, Bob? Well, she gets this, she gets that, she gets half of that. Okay. That's what this is for most women now. That's what they see. And if you really cared about marriage, if marriage really meant something to an individual, guys, you would stay in the marriage, okay? And you would understand that fights are going to happen. Disagreements are going to happen, all right, in marriages. That's just what it is. When you live with somebody for an extended period of time, things are going to happen. But what do? The first thing they do, they file, okay? Just like that. Like I said, the women are the ones filing, and that's just what it is. Let's take a look at some of these comments. Let's just go. And of course, these are all women in here. And I just want to take a gander at what some of these people are saying. Okay. Yeah. Somebody's saying, because women are the most attacked species ever on every level. Yeah. Okay. Let's keep going. Oh, God. We have always had an illusion of freedom in this country. Well, it depends on who you talk to when you're talking about that. Okay, that's a whole nother video. But anyway, here's another one. My husband abandoned me because I left town to go visit my mother after my grandmother passed for 2 weeks. And he blocked me on everything and took our daughter for 2 years, and I could do nothing about it. Yeah, that sounds like you wanted to go somewhere and you used your grandma's death as an excuse. And you went out there to go kick it and get your cheeks clapped, and he caught wind of it and he did what he did. Okay. No mother I know okay, who's is going to let anyone take their daughter just like that. All right. So let's just stop it. Okay. And like I said, when you come here, you hear women tell their stories, paint their pictures, guys. And it's never the truth. It's never completely the truth. There's exceptions to every rule, of course. I'm sure some of these women are spitting the truth, but guys, the problem is the majority of them are not doing that. Okay. And this is what you have here. Okay. And for women who think that they've had it bad and they're the worst attacked species, man, you're smoking sherm sticks. Okay. Because you guys get away with everything. Let's just keep it real. You get away with everything. I've seen countless stories of women ruining lives. Okay. Because she said, I was groped. I was this, I was that. Straight lies. Right. The guy ends up doing 20, 30 years in prison. Okay. These things happen all the time. All right. Every time a woman has to do something or call something out, we have to take it seriously. And it's always overblown a lot of the time, guys. It is. You see these videos with these girls at the gym. And if a guy looks at them too long or turns their head in a direction, they're offended. Okay, they're being sexually harassed. It's just so many ways I could take this. All right. I'm not even talking about marriage and, you know, how unfair men have it in that category, guys. Okay. And in the dating scene, let's get started there. Right. If you compare an average man to an average woman, you're going to be sadly mistaken. If you think those two are equal, on equal ground, it's not happening, guys. The average man has it worse than anyone. If you're average or below, you have it worse than anyone out here, especially the dating scene. That's what I'm talking about right now. The dating scene, the market, you know, people looking for marriage, looking to get with people, guys. That's just the way it is, guys. Average women think that they are God's gift because you may have a fat ass or you may have, you know, this or that, right? So they're going to have suitors. They're going to have people who are interested in them, even if it's just to clap their cheeks. And they take that, even if it's a guy who's just trying to clap their cheeks, as somebody who wants them and wants to be with them. And their head begins to swell, guys. Okay. And then they look at the average man and they turn their nose up at him, right? And then when they eventually hit that wall, they begin to start peeling back the layers and dropping all of these things on their so-called list that they would, you know, have to have before moving on with somebody, right? And then by then, a lot of the suitors are gone. They may have a kid or two. It begins to fall apart. And then they become desperate. And then they get with somebody who actually accepts them. And then what do they do to the guy who accepts them for them and their kids and their baggage? What do they do then? You know, after a couple years, it becomes too easy. This guy's doing everything I ever wanted. He's giving me everything I ever needed. And guess what? They dump him. Period. Point blank. That's it. And that's all. Let's continue. Let's look at some more comments here. Man, this is wild. All right. If they take this away, I'm divorcing before it goes through. I will stay with my husband, but I won't be married anymore. I'm not getting trapped. This has got to be the dumbest, the most outlandish, okay, statement that I have seen, guys. This woman is already married. Okay. She's already married. She's saying, I'm willing to divorce my husband, but stay with him before this goes through, because I don't want to be stuck with anybody. You see the mentality here? Her mentality from the rip tells me one thing. She doesn't really want to be married. Why did you even get married? Why did this person even get married? When you marry somebody, you're supposed to stay with that person. That's the goal here. But she's already got 1 foot in and 1 foot out already, because she's already in her head, thinking, you know what? I'm going to get tired of this guy eventually. And I want to be able to have that option to get out and divorce him and get a prize at the end. Take his money, take half of this, take half of that, child support, alimony, maybe even, right? So I'm going to get out of marriage now so that I don't have to deal with the other things. That's crazy work. That's crazy. So she's saying, I'm going to divorce him now and probably try to get something from him. Do you think this guy is going to just go along with that? Do you really think he's going to play that game with you? Huh? Do you? Unless he's a Symptonian, he's not doing that. All right. And even a Symptonian will be pushed to his limits, okay, of being a simp in this category here, guys. All right. Without even just a swing or any fight in him at all. I'm sure there's some guys out there who would just bend over backwards for no reason. But come on, man. This is ridiculous. I don't even know what to say anymore. I don't even know what else to do. If I keep going down and scrolling through these comments, guys, I'm going to get sick to my stomach. So I think I'm going to stop. I think I need to stop and close this out. Okay. With that being said, I want to thank everybody for coming out and peeping the video, guys. If you have not subscribed, please do your boy a favor and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. We're a brand new channel, guys, and we are trying to grow this community, and we're doing it, and we're doing it well. So I will see you guys in the next video.